Hey everyone, it's Ken here from OK Portugal. I'm joined by some friends, Stuart and CJ, and we're about to go on a little adventure. So you probably know CJ from his channel Project Amber, and if you don't know it, you've got to check it out. Project Amber is all about ambulance, which is his converted ambulance.
Mostly the dog.
And actually his dog Lance. Hello Lance. So Lance is going to sit back and we're going to go on a little adventure. All right, and now we're going to interrupt really the girls. Gina and Emma, hello.
Hello.
They're doing some artwork today.
Trying.
What are you guys doing? Like
Trying to paint lemon trees.
lemon trees. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. So we've got some lemon trees. Well, have fun because the boys are going to go off and do some.
I think we're going to have more fun than you're going to have.
I'm not so sure about that. So CJ's got an e-bike. He's brought it around today, and I thought it's a perfect time for me to take out a new e-bike which I've been given by a company called Himiway. And this is the bike. It's huge. It's got 29-inch wheels, 4.8-inch thick rubber wheels. It's got hydraulic disc brakes from Tektro. It's got a 1,000-watt motor in the back. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit more specs as we take it up the mountain and give it a test. So we're on my farm at the moment in central Portugal. It's boiling hot at the moment. Everything's incredibly dry and dusty. Most of our farm work and stuff has kind of been put on hold at the moment because in this kind of weather you can't really do anything. It's a fire hazard if you use like brush cutters and anything that can cause a fire basically. So on days like today, we just go up the mountain, we find some river pools, we find some swimming pools, we find some nice views and locations and stuff like that, and we're going to take you along with us. In the background here is the Gardunha mountains. Now normally when I do these sort of bike videos, I go up this way. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go up this way over here to a place called Casal Da Serra, and from there we're going to take these dirt tracks around the mountain, and I think there's some cool spots for us to go and check out. All right, getting ready.
Cook the brake cleaner off.
All right, Stuart, are you good there? This is Stuart. You've probably seen him in some of our other videos, and it was in our kitchen video. Yeah. So he's going to be joining us today. He's on one of my other bikes. So yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going to hit the road. Oh, this bike just shot off. That's that 1,000-watt motor that suddenly kicks in when you start pedaling, and it gives you quite the boost. Obviously, I have to ride one-handed. Oh, goosey goose. Cool, so we're going to go down the farm track and hit some tar roads, and then we're going to make our way up into the mountains. And I'm quite looking forward to taking this up there because this bike is so solid with these big fat tires. It's really good fun to ride.
Boys are back in town.
I tell you, there's nothing better on a nice hot day to be on an e-bike where there's almost zero exertion and you've got wind blowing over you. It's awesome. And I'm really enjoying the fact that I can take two of my mates with me so they can experience this. So far I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm going over cobbles and stuff like that, or as they call them here, calçadas. And I'm not being vibrated around as much as I normally am. Obviously this bike has front suspension. It doesn't have rear suspension, but it has these massive 29-inch tires or wheels, and then the tires are 4.8 inches thick. And I've deflated them slightly so that they can absorb some of the bumps when I go up into the mountain. So my bike's got a little bell. These guys have got little horns. Check this out. Stuart, what's yours? So these guys kind of beat me when it comes to horns and bells and things like that. But I think the rest of it, I think I've got it pretty much trumped. For those of you that don't know, I'm in Soleira, which is in central Portugal. And the road that we're going on now is actually going between Soleira and Lourisel de Campo. It's actually a brand new bit of road that they just built. In the background here is something called St. Phil's Cathedral, or St. Phil. I think it was a monastery or something like that. But yeah, it's a big old abandoned building. One of these days I definitely want to go and check it out. And this is Lourisel de Campo. It's a really pretty little village. Just give you a little spin around and try not to crash into anything. But I just love this little village. Look at these balconies and beautiful old Portuguese terrace houses. So nice. They've actually done a bit of construction work here, and they've built all of this section here and kind of renovated it a little bit, and the little village fountain. Really cool. And then on the left here where you can see those people, they actually have, a really nice mural, and then they have a little bar where you can get drinks and stuff like that. And they've got another bar just at the end of this road. And this is where the other pub is, just on the corner here. Well, it's not really a pub. I think it's more like a cafe. And you can have coffees here and beers and stuff like that. If you go up this road, it actually takes you to a nice little swimming hole. But we aren't going to be doing that today. We're going to be going further up the mountain where the source of the Ocreza river is. We're going to try and see if we can find some rock pools and cool off because it's absolutely boiling hot today. So just up ahead here, this is a little bridge. And going underneath the bridge is the Ocreza river. Now the Ocreza starts all the way up in the mountains, just up further along this side, kind of back there. These GoPros always make everything look flat, but believe me, this is actually a mountain. And the Ocreza river runs all the way through from here, all the way down in this direction, and into what's called the Marateka Dam, or the Barragem de Marateka. And yeah, this basically originates in Portugal. So it's one of the few rivers that actually originates in Portugal itself. And we're going to basically go up the mountain to find the very source of it. And we're going to take you along. So Stuart loves this little bike. This is probably what, like the second or third time that you've ridden it? Oh no, third time.
It's fast.
It is fast. It's more like a moped style. So it's not really a pedal bike. This is a kind of bike where you can ride it like a bike and you can get exercise, or you can basically just put the motor on max and have 1,000 watts of power propelling you anywhere you want to go. So kind of a different beast, but still good fun to ride. You can actually see on the top of the screen, it shows how many watts the engine is using. It's like a little watt meter. At the moment it's reading 429, 362. It actually goes up to 1,000 watts. So when you start going on like big hills and stuff, it really kicks in and yeah, helps you along the way. How are you enjoying this, CJ?
I'm loving it.
It's good fun, eh?
It's about it's effortless to go up the hill.
Exactly, yeah.
Great.
This must look quite different to like the scenery around your place, because you're quite far away from here, you know?
About an hour and 20.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? You go an hour down the road, it's like a different biome.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you get around the mountains as well, you know, things look very different. Okay, so we're getting close to the first pull-off point, I think. I'm actually very impressed. We've been going for a while now. We're going up a steep hill. I got full bars of battery. I think Stuart said that he's gone down 1 bar. And earlier on, when we first set off, CJ had already lost at least 1 or 2 bars. So I'm a little bit worried about these guys not having enough battery power to get back down. Oh, this is so beautiful, man. Got a little bit of shade, which is a relief because it's boiling. But yeah, we're on our way to Casal Da Serra, which is kind of up behind this hill over here. And in the side here, we've got this river valley with the Ocreza river coming through. So we found a little secret location. It's like one of my secret locations. I don't really want to give it away. But we're about to go down there now. I think these guys are going to love it. It's a good spot.
Excited.
Yeah. So this path is not very accessible. It's quite a trek to get to our little secret location. So we're going to have to go back up and figure it out. But it is so beautiful up here, man. This is what I really enjoy, being in like on mountains and in forests, and it's like a little adventure. Look at this. So cool. So I think we're going in the right direction, although this doesn't actually ring a bell because the path kind of stops here. I'm taking us on a wild goose chase in the mountains here, trying to figure out where this place is. It's been about a year since I came here last. Right, so I've officially gotten us all lost.
Part of the adventure.
And we've been going up and down the mountain now to find different paths and things. So we're going to try one last thing. And then after that, we're going to head on up. So I can't show you, well, I might not be able to show you this part of the Ocreza, but I can at least show you where the source is. Oh, look.
What's this?
He's just found a path. This might be it, man.
Ooh.
This looks more promising.
That's it.
Yeah. Earlier on, we were literally just walking through fallen trees and all sorts of craziness. I think he's found it. CJ's found it, yeah. I mean, we're in this sort of valley, and so you basically just end up on cliffs if you take the wrong route.
Water.
We see water, brilliant. Oh, here we go. That is nice. Okay, so this isn't actually the rock pool that I wanted to go to, but that's going to do, man. Look, it's nice and deep.
Grape, anyone?
A grape. Oh, wow, yeah.
Not right yet.
Yeah, we got some wild vines growing. What's that? Oh, yes.
Hello.
Look at this. Okay, well, this is actually slightly better than where I was going to take you guys. So we've got all these little pools, and then we got this giant one over here. How cool is this?
Doing just jumping and plunging in.
Yeah. It's going to be cold. I reckon this is going to be cold. It's coming straight out of the mountain.
Quite cold.
Yeah. Right, it's time to get in, and I want to get my t-shirt wet as well, so that when I ride up, I've got a nice wet t-shirt in the breeze. Oh. Look at that. Now, I'm an idiot. I didn't bring the door for my GoPro, so I can't get it wet. If I do, this is going to be the end of the video, pretty much. But it should be fine. I don't know if it's deep enough to dive, but...
Not pencil dive, maybe a bomb.
A bob, yeah.
Let's check it out.
Oh, this is so nice.
Check it out and you can.
Right, let's get in. Oh, this is quite chilly. Woo.
Yeah. Sun cream.
Woo. That is cold. This is coming straight out of the mountain, just up behind us over here. And a couple of 100 meters, well actually no, probably about 1,000 meters, into this beautiful rock pool.
Oh man. Lovely.
Imagine this was running through like your 5 hectares of land or something. It'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
You get hydroelectricity running off
No swimming pool, just this, huh?
Seating area.
Yeah, I'm on a little rock there as well. So this is a very low-tech vlog. I've actually just brought this one little action cam with me. I don't have any of my big cameras here or drones or anything like that. But I'll definitely come again and I'll show you guys this spot a little bit better. I mean, just look at all these beautiful rocks. And back here, there's a really nice little waterfall. But I think for now, we're probably going to get back on the bikes. We've got quite a bit more climbing to do. And then I've got something else cool to show you. Well, goodbye, beautiful rock pool. Until we see you again, what a cool spot. We've just found, or Stuart's just found this hole in the wall. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I don't really know what that is. It's just like a hole in the wall and then it goes up. Oh, are those bees? Oh no, it's flies. Oh, jeez. That was close. Imagine I just put my face in there and that's a beehive. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get back to the bikes. Right, so we're back at the bikes. Now, I've done something that I wouldn't really recommend, but we just used a chain to lock the 2 bikes together because these bikes are heavy. I mean, I think this one weighs almost like 50 kilograms or 45 kilos. This one's about the same. So who's ever strong enough to walk with 2 of these up a mountain to steal them, well, congratulations. The boys are back on the road and we're going to get up the rest of this mountain. And again, I'm just looking at this GoPro screen and it looks really flat, but we've got to go all the way up here and then all the way up here and then all the way around this mountain. And I kind of make it sound as if it's going to be a big mission, but in all honesty, on e-bikes, it's super easy, especially if you buy a good e-bike. And here we go. This is the sign for Casal Da Serra. Casal Da Serra is this little village up in the mountains here in the Gardunha. And we can see stretching in the background there. And look at this. This is kind of, I think this is probably like the source of the Ocreza River. And this is a place actually where Gina and I used to get water for our farm, drinking water. It actually feels a bit warm. And here we go, this is the population of Casal Da Serra. Something about the president of the municipal council. Let me give you a little look around here. Really picturesque, really pretty. And if you go down this way, I can't remember the name of the place it takes you, but there's some stunning views just over there. We are going to go in that direction. We're going to stop off. There's a little cafe and we're going to get a couple of beers. And I must say, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm riding one-handed, very effortless, and it's going a treat. I love these little Portuguese villages, especially up in the mountains. So cute. So just on the right, I think there's a pub. And it's always nice to grab a little cold beer and cool off. All right, so we've decided that we're gonna pop into this little place over here and have a beer in Casal Da Serra. It is. It's beer time. Let's do this. Cheers. Ching ching. Yeah. Right, so we've had a beer and we're about to hit the track again. And yeah, let me get my bag closed. This is another cool thing about these bikes. I mean, a lot of them have them. So if you see here, CJ's actually taken one of these little containers and he's cable tied it onto this little carrier rack. And I've got a bag that I've clipped onto the side here and you can store stuff. So you can put like 2 bags, you can have another bag on top, and you can cruise around. And what I was saying to the guys earlier is the guys who manufacture these bikes need to put a solar charger onto these bikes where you can put like a little briefcase with solar panels, and then when you park somewhere and you have a beer or whatever, you can open up the solar panels and you can charge your bike on the road. So guys, get onto it and put some solar panels onto these bikes so you can increase your battery range. So now we're on the calçadas and you can start to see the mountains in the background. We're about to go onto the dirt tracks, and this is a completely new route up into the Gardunha that I actually only discovered the other day. If you check out my Facebook page, I put up some pictures already of the first ride that I took up there. And actually, it's not just Facebook, it's on Instagram. We have Facebook and Instagram, so check them out, follow us on there. We often put up pictures and all sorts of stuff. I think this is going to be, I was going to say, I think this is the Ocreza, but no, it's completely dry, so this is not the Ocreza River.
Not good.
No, seeing a dry river up here isn't very good.
But I think it's because there's farmers further up that Dan says that on his land have been damming them off. So now he's buying that land. Like, he's complained, they're saying it's public and stuff, but it's not public.
So you reckon that farmers might be diverting the water away? Well, that isn't good at all, especially because we live further on down the mountain and we want as much water as possible down there because our farm is super dry. Look at this house. It looks like some kind of, it's like half a castle, half a ghost house. That's some crazy architecture. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, this is a very low-tech vlog. Just one action cam. I've got no bike mounts or anything like that. I wanted to travel nice and light. It's a lot easier to vlog like that, obviously. But hopefully I'm able to show you the views and you guys are able to enjoy this as much as we are on these bikes. So my bike is still showing 5 bars of battery. I mean, this is amazing. I said earlier, this thing's got 20 amp hours of battery life, which is incredible. All of the other bikes are at the moment probably on about 3 bars of battery, like halfway. So this thing is an absolute beast. And now we start to hit the mountain trails. This is my favorite part. And actually, when I came up here the other day, the trails around here are really good. You don't even need a 4x4 by the looks of it for most of it. Oh, look at this. So cool. I think they come up here a couple of times a year and they kind of grade the road. There's certain spots here where they come and they actually dig out some of this granite sand that they resurface the road with. And this is one of those spots over here. All right, so look at that, full bars of battery. What are we looking like on this bike over here? We've got, okay, so we're missing 1 bar. Okay, so that's not too bad.
Oh, I'm doing the worst then.
Okay.
You used 4, 3 or 4?
Oh, okay, no, but you've got a whole bunch of bars and we've got like 5 bars.
Oh, I see.
So, okay, so that's not too bad. I was getting worried when you said that you'd like used 3 bars of battery.
Better than half.
Yeah, he said he had 3 bars down and I was like, oh my, are we even going to get home?
This did go down 1 more, but it just came up
Oh, okay.
1 more as I stopped.
Okay.
It was on 3.
Yeah. Oh, and look at this, look at the views. Oh, wait, what's this here? It's a giant spanner.
There you go.
A spanner in the works. Look at that.
I'll tell you what. Too big. That's not even metric.
Yeah, look at, this is so nice. So this is what I love about being up in the mountains. And hopefully the camera's picking it up. That's the Barragem de Marateca. And our farm is down there somewhere, only about 800 meters away from that dam. Yeah, so he's just pointed out that this has got some kind of like sparkle in the paint. All right. It's like a sort of pearlescent sheen. It looks pretty awesome. Oh, and another thing I wanted to point out about this bike that I think I pointed out in another video is that they've actually named these tires after me, which is pretty awesome. Let me just get to a point where you can actually see it. These are Kenda tires, but if you take this off, it's literally Ken tires, and those are definitely going to be really good tires, So I got hydraulic brakes, which means I've got really nice braking control, much more powerful brakes than regular ones. I'm riding one-handed, obviously holding up a camera, and I'm going downhill, and I feel all right. I feel in control, and hopefully I don't have to finish that off with it. Oh, I just fell over, but I doubt it because I feel pretty good up here. There we go. There's some views of that lake. Look at that. Hey, we're nice and high up now. Oh, there we go. There's a special part that I wanted to come up to, and it's actually quite relevant for where we are right now on bicycles, and it's just in front of us, and you'll see why it's relevant to bicycles just in a moment. But they've built this really nice section where you can come up and you can sit down with these little tables and have a picnic, crack a beer, and check out the views. And it's called Parque de Merendas da Gardunha. I thought you were about to crash into me there for a second. So this is beer number 2.
It's been so long since.
It's been so long since, exactly, yeah.
Obrigado, obrigado.
So CJ's got this clever contraption. So this is basically like, what is this? Like
It's just a box, Ken. It's not.
no, but look, it's insulated.
Oh yeah, I just slammed some, basically the windscreen covers.
Okay,
They disintegrate out here, so I just glued that in,
okay.
glued it on top, and it just.
It's glued it on top. Okay.
Yeah, glued it on top.
And how did you stick this on? You said cable ties or?
Literally just cable ties onto the frame.
Okay.
But it helps when you get from the trip to the shop.
Yeah.
Just keeps the sun off that a little bit longer, because a black box obviously is not as
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But as long as you have like one of these little frames on the back, something like that, well, like that is easy. Obviously, if you have one of these frames on the back and you can't clip any boxes on, it kind of limits you a little bit. But then you don't get that cool sort of moped motorcycle look going on that Stuart loves.
love it.
So this little spot, they've actually put up like little wooden benches and stuff, so you can come up here for a picnic. There's even like little bins and things. And I'm going to take you to see something really special now. If we climb up these rocks, well, you've already seen the views, but there's something very cool up here that I want to show you. And I have absolutely no idea why it's here or what it means, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Origin.
Origin, yeah.
This is not the one I've been to.
You've been to another one. I know which one you've been to. It's on the other side of Casal Da Serra, I think. It looks similar.
It's only light.
Yeah. And up here, look at this. This over here is some old antique bicycle. How cool is that? And then it says something here about Antonio Pires Jorge, the council of Vila Velo de Rodao, Cerro Scoteira. And look where they've put this bike. Let me just get back quickly and show you these views and this awesome bike. And that's why I thought it would be quite good to take us up here to film with some bicycles and bring us up to the spot. All right, so we've actually found my farm, but I don't know if I have any hope in hell of actually pointing it out to you on this little action camera, but let's give it a try. So from here, let's see on this little screen. I really don't have a chance, but basically it's just about over there, but I can see it with my own eyes. What a nice view here. Whew. I'm so glad I've got you guys here as well to see this with me. It's so cool, huh?
And beer.
And beer, yes, of course. Yeah, sorry, I'm so glad that I got my best friend with me here, Superbok. And you guys are pretty fun as well.
Sagres.
Wait, so CJ, you were just looking at this bike now. This is a what? An Atlantic.
An Atlantic from Paris.
It's an Atlantic from Paris. I mean, I don't know if there's any bike enthusiasts who are looking at this now. And we've got ourselves a little light on the front. I mean, it still works.
The engineering is insane.
It still works, huh? Look at this. I don't think that the tires are holding much air.
Oh my
Wow.
God. That is crazy.
Works.
It's rubbing against that little frame over there. Imagine all of the knocks and stuff that it had.
The brakes.
How does it work?
And look at the seat. Okay, I think the seat on our new bikes is probably a little bit better than this, you know. Imagine how this used to dig into your butt cheek on the way down, like. Wait, it's got a license plate. It's got a license plate? What? Okay, so I'm not sure, but did you have to have license plates on bikes in Portugal? And it's got like a little rear light over here. We got a little dynamo. How cool is that? Yeah, so we were just like thinking about this. I have no idea, so maybe people who know about this bike can tell us, but like, was this a guy that used to ride up the Gardunha? Is this bike like something that used to ride through all of these hills here and he used to go up and down? I mean, it looks like it's definitely traveled it a few times. Yeah. And yeah, there's definitely some history.
With a sore butt.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us in the comments below if you know anything about this bike. I'd love to hear about it. All right, so check it out. It's been a while since this bicycle went for a ride up the Gardunha mountains, but Stuart's doing it now.
Doing Antonio proud.
Look at that.
Reminds me of Willy Wonka.
He was just saying that Antonio must have been really tall because that bike seat is pretty high off the ground.
Check, man.
Yeah. And
I'm 6'5" with long legs. And it's a stretch up there. Let me tell you.
I'm so glad I had a chance to take Stuart and CJ up here because it's a really special spot. So if you go up the Gardunha, I think it's called, have a look on Google Maps, it's called Pastelaria de Gardunha or something like that. And wow, I mean, it's a special place, definitely check it out. And there's a little bit of mountain climbing to get up and down here, although I think I've taken the wrong route. Let's do it this way. And actually, if you come up here on a bike, I would recommend an e-bike because, well, because of all of the climbs. But the roads are pretty good. Oh, I nearly fell over there. The roads are pretty good. Climbing on the rocks is another story. I love the fact that I started this YouTube channel like 4 years ago. And now I'm getting sent like awesome e-bikes and stuff like that. I mean, it's so cool that I'm getting a chance, you know, to get stuff like this, but also, you know, that I'm getting a chance to actually show it to other people and actually show what people are making. And I don't even know if I got like a proper shot of this whole bike, so you can see what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty big, but yeah, it's really, really awesome. And we're back on the road again. Oh, look at that. Hey, one-handed riding over like big dips in the road, and these big 29-inch wheels go over it, no problem. That's so rad. So we've got a little bit more of a climb, and then we're going to start to hit the downhill sections. Oh, I really hope the camera's picking that up. There's like an eagle just took off there and flew away. Wow, that's amazing. Huh. So there's actually a lot of wildlife up here. I mean, there's definitely wild boars, there's some kind of deers. There's obviously foxes, badgers. I believe, according to the news reports, that there's even wolves in the Castelo Branco district. So that's pretty amazing. I know up north in the country, they've actually got some kind of bears, like an Iberian bear. You know, there's a lot of wildlife up here. But the only thing that we're actually seeing right now are birds. And we can obviously hear like crickets and cicadas and things like that. So special. So I'm really impressed. I mean, I've got full battery and I've gone up the Gardunha mountains. I mean, this is crazy. What's going on? You guys all right?
I just had a little blast.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I just had a little accident. Nice. Oh, look at these granite rocks. So where I come from in Cape Town, South Africa, we have a lot of granite, like in the mountains, like Table Mountain and stuff. And so when I come up here, it really reminds me a lot of like South Africa. We've also got cicadas and the crickets and a lot of those types of animals. Where's Stuart going?
He's off.
Ah, for a second there I was like, is he going for a wee? Stuart, where are you going, bro?
Just having a look at this one.
Ah, okay, cool, yeah. I was wondering if I was filming you having a wee.
You're about to film me having a wee. The beer's gone through me.
Toilet cam. Oh, this is magical, man. It's like being on some other planet. Obviously, if you look down there and see buildings, it's not quite like that. But if you look back, and you don't look back too far because CJ's doing what he said he was about to do. If you look up here, it's just like being on some other planet. The first man on this new planet. When I was at school, they always said that I was on another planet. And now I literally am. Oh, look at these rocks. So amazing. It's incredible how they've got all of these different sort of cuts and grooves. It almost looks like the brickwork for like the walls and the houses and stuff that you see around Portugal.
Mad one, this top one here.
I've never been up here before.
Hovering on top of that other stone.
Yeah.
Nice little camera shot through the centre.
They've got some amazing rocks up here. I've actually seen photographs on Facebook groups where there's like all sorts of like different rock formations with like different faces and stuff in them. But I've never really gotten off the bike and had a close look at them before. Look at all of this stuff, all of the moss, but then there's also a lichen. And I've said this in videos before, but lichen is something that only grows in really good air conditions or air quality conditions. It can't handle nitrogen. So this one over here is kind of dead. But there's a lot of living lichen on here as well, lots of different types. That is awesome, man. Look at that. Jeez. I reckon if we go any higher, we're going to need oxygen. So the Gardunha are about 820 meters or 800 and something. So it's not that high up, but that's from sea level. And actually where our farm is around 400 or 340 meters above sea level. So we've only climbed about half a kilometer, but it feels a lot more than that, obviously, when you're going uphill.
You make your own road in these worlds.
Yeah, man. Okay, so on my video with my sister, we came across one of these things, and they're very cool. Stuart, come and check this thing out. Look at this. This thing, I'm going to put the name up on the screen, probably. But look at this thing. And it's really big as well. I nearly, rode over him. Oh, do you know what he's doing? He's laying eggs in the sand with his... Wow. I wonder if this camera is picking him up well. But he's got his ovipositor in the sand, or she, sorry, because she's laying eggs. Or can I even say that in this day and age? They, them are laying eggs in the sand. Oh, look at that. Wow, the ovipositor's coming out. They, them are laying eggs.
As I move up the antenna.
That thing's incredible. Hey? Imagine if that's just a spike and he's getting it ready to stick it into me.
Yeah.
he's like, come any closer and I'm literally going to stab you. So I have no idea what it is now, but someone told me in my previous video, because we came across two of them. But obviously I'll put it up on the screen, what it's called. But it looks amazing. These little action camera lenses always compress everything, and so you're not really seeing how big he is, but I mean, he's really big, man.
I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, he's going to stick you in the hand.
Yeah.
He looks small on your hand though, because on the screen your hand looks big. You literally have to pick him up, stick him on your hand. No, come on, CJ, stick him on your hand. Do it for the video. Look at that little ovipositor. This is what it's all about. I was just watching these guys having a little chat, and we got the sunset in the background. We got the crazy views. This has just been the perfect day, man. Wow. When making these videos, sometimes it's difficult to know what the footage looks like until you get home and you're editing. But I really hope that I'm capturing just the whole vibe of this and like the whole feeling of it. It's just so much fun, man. I mean, obviously I used to do a lot of cycling, regular bikes, but to get to places like this, you have to be mega fit. And obviously on these bikes, it's not too much of a problem. All right, so we've got a choice of going all the way up the mountain, which is in this way. So the road kind of forked, and we can go up here, all the way up to the top. Now, I've done that a couple of times, and so I've decided that we're going to go back down. But before we do that, I wanted to do a little battery check and see where everyone is, just so we can find out a little bit more. So you're about just before halfway on your battery, and this one over here is literally halfway. I'm not sure if it's showing on there, but halfway. And this one over here, with its 20 amp hour battery, is quite literally full, and I honestly can't believe that, because we've come quite a long way of all of these roads. So well done, Himiway. This thing is not only a tank, but it has a tank of a battery as well. Good job. So this is the problem with filming one-handed. It's quite difficult, so I've had to put this camera onto the back of CJ's bike, and I see it's turning a little bit. It's not really got me in frame anymore, but I think I'm still there. But yeah, basically, I'm going to have to stop filming for a bit because we're going downhill. We're literally going down this mountain, half a kilometer down. And so I want both hands on the handlebars so I don't kill myself. And we'll check in with you a little bit later. All right, so I'm back on the farm, as you can see, and that was such an awesome ride. We've just come back. Gina and Emma are chilling. They were actually in the pool when we got back, and now they're sitting in the sun. And how are you guys?
We're good, thank you. We're actually a bit chilly. It's only like 28 degrees, a bit chilly.
It's only 28 degrees. Yeah. Look at this. The perfect view. Oh, amazing. So I just want to say a special thank you to Himiway for giving me this awesome bike. And it's been an amazing day out. And I think you guys have probably had a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a nice day. Yeah.
Can we, before we end this, do you have some artwork to show us?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Are you like, no, don't show the artwork?
Yeah, I know we can.
Okay.
Do I have to get up? Just
Yeah.
judgment.
Show us your etchings, Gina.
No. That's for a different channel.
Right, so in Gina's art studio room, what do we have here? Ah, look at that.
And then we both did lemon trees.
Wow. So this is what, charcoal, huh?
That's charcoal, yeah.
And we've got the lemon trees.
And then, so we did the same.
Ah, that's awesome, man.
We were practicing.
Well-
Neither of us really done charcoal.
Yeah. No, it looks good. I like the smudge. I like the smudge work.
Yeah, there was lots of smudging.
Lots of smudging. Good job.
Thanks.
Mime, did you have a good day, my girl? I'm sure you did. You always have a good day on the farm, don't you? She's got this whole place to run around and be a dog on. She loves it. So yeah, as I was saying before, a big thanks to Himiway for giving me this incredible bike. It's become my new favorite bike. It's such a pleasure to ride. And check out their website. Obviously, I'm going to put all of the details in the description just below this video and in the top pinned comment. And definitely have a look at one of these. It is an absolute monster. It's a beast and so easy. And after all of that ride, I've still got a full battery, which is ridiculous. I've never ever had that on an e-bike in my life before. Anyway, this is where we're going to end it. And Gina,
Bye.
goodbye. Emma, goodbye. Stuart, CJ, wait, there they are. Goodbye. Ciao, everyone.